What's good, overlords? This is Lord, and we are back with Bleach Rebirth of Souls. We are here. We finally at the end of the Soul Society arc. We probably got 2 more battles, and we should end up in the Arrancar arc. So get y'all popcorn, snacks, chips, get whatever, because we finna hop on the long journey. So let's hop into it. That's how we starting it off.
This ought to be far enough.
Pretty much did the big battle
Yes.
already.
No one else will get hurt if we're out here.
You're last, Nanao.
You were far too fast.
Oh. You're early.
Any quarry that I pursue is never able to escape. Come, you
My
rascals.
boy Captain Yamamoto.
But this time you won't get off with just a thrashing.
Shigekuni Genryusai Yamamoto, head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads. His spiritual pressure is truly incredible. Honestly, even 2 captains may not be enough to beat him. Right now, this is the only thing I can do.
To be completely forthright, I haven't anywhere near the patience that I would need in order to teach clumsy infants who haven't even begun learning to walk yet.
The fact teachers called y'all infants? Tough.
It's all
Infants.
right, Nanao. Just relax. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought you here.
How? I don't understand. How could he do this just by looking into my eyes? Even 2 captains might not be enough to beat him. Oh, no! I was way off. I was being horribly naive. Please don't, Captain Kyoraku.
That was a nice flash step. It's clear that you've learned how to travel quite a long way with just a single step.
Thank you.
The 2 of you were always set apart, truly in a class all of your own. Shunsui, you had such a weakness for girls and you continued to behave scandalously, but you were always thoughtful and able to see the truth of things. And you, Jushiro,
Yeah, my boy
though
wasn't
you were
blind.
frail, you were generous and well-respected. You were always at the center of things. And then, when it came to engaging in battle, you were both transcendent, truly extraordinary. No one could ever hope to match either of your skills. You were ambitious and you trained endlessly. You honed your skills relentlessly, and ended up becoming the very first captains to graduate from the academy that I founded. I was proud of you as if you were my own sons. Though your spirits differed, I hope the 2 of you would ultimately be able to walk the same path.
Yeah, nah.
It's such a pity.
Master Genryusai.
Not another word. Enough. There is nothing more to discuss. Draw your weapons. Just
Okay.
what are the 2 of you even thinking? Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight me without releasing your Zanpakuto?
Is there really no other way to resolve this, old man Yama?
I told you already. I'll allow no one, not even you, to disrupt the peace here.
But you always taught us that if we're to fight, then we should fight for justice.
It was you, Master, who urged us to become strong just for that reason.
Nonsense. No personal justice can be allowed to take precedence over the justice that's administered to the entire world.
Then what? What is the world's justice, Master Genryusai?
Don't you ever listen?
Like, come on
I
now.
told you, there is nothing to discuss. Are you ready? All things of this world turn to ashes.
You, my boy, just busted out. That's what we doing?
Since I last saw him like this. How long has it been since I felt this fear? Like the weight of the deep sea pressing down upon me. This sublime, transcendent spiritual pressure, even in its Shikai state. This heat that scorches the heavens and consumes even the clouds. That blade that turns everything before it to ash. That most terrible and most incredible of Zanpakuto. The oldest and greatest of them all. It is Ryujinjaka.
Like, why is bro so buffy?
Now, release your swords. You wouldn't want to be turned to ash without even at least trying to put up a fight.
It seems we have no choice. Shall we, Ukitake?
I will. All waves, rise now and become my shield! Lightning, strike now and become my blade! Sogyo no Kotowari!
When the flower wind rages, the flower god roars. When the wind of heaven rages, the god of the underworld sneers. Katen Kyokotsu.
Sogyo no Kotowari, Katen Kyokotsu. Both two-bladed Zanpakuto. There are only two of their kind that exist in the entirety of the Soul Society. It is a truly magnificent sight indeed. You two haven't changed one little bit.
Thank you.
So, are you ready?
Anytime.
Full throttle right from the start, eh? Well, it seems you're as relentless as ever, old man Yama.
Well, should I go easy on you then?
Oh, please. You praise me too much. But I'm honored. Shall we go one-on-one, old man Yama?
Wait,
Is he just trying to test him?
Can't mean to.
Don't worry, Jushiro. I have no intention of dying here. If it gets really dangerous, you'll be there to back me up anyway.
Jeez, Shunsui. You can be so unreasonable.
Alright. I'm actually surprised
Calm
that
now,
we playing
old
as one
man
of the
Yama.
head captains.
Won't you just calm down and
Come
listen
here.
to reason?
Quiet, rascal. You should already be aware that I'm no weakling. I am not someone you
Okay, so
can
that's-
defeat while engaging in needless dialogue.
Come here.
You're as stubborn as ever.
Prepare for punishment.
He got that little jump. Woo!
Close.
Nope. Come here. Taking too long. And you burning out too? Come here. Forgot, that's what your power is.
Oh dear.
To be overpowered.
Well, I suppose.
It's like they made him overpowered just so his health can drain when he do transport. That's how you know he OP. That's good. You gonna die anyway. Go. I ain't gonna lose anything if he keep going on like this. Come on. Oh yeah, it's over with. Come here. You're done. You made it real easy, Yamamoto. Real easy.
Well, I suppose. I'm just going to have to kill you then.
Go. And I did it in 180 seconds. Yeah, I couldn't play with Yamamoto, no. Because I know how you get
Even
down,
after
and the
all
fact that
this,
he
I
was
don't
in his
really
boss
feel
height
like I can
transformation,
win.
pretty good.
Get back here, you rascals. That's it. It's over.
Watch out! Get out of there, Shunsui!
Bathe in the flames of Ryujin Jaka as you rue and lament all of your misdeeds.
This goes out to all captains, lieutenants, proxy lieutenants of all squads, and all Ryoka. This is Isane Kotetsu, Lieutenant of Squad 4. This is an urgent message from Captain Unohana of Squad 4. What I'm about to tell you is the complete truth.
Oh. Oh, that was a little quick. You know, usually after the battle, it's another 10 minutes worth of cutscenes. So, you know, I'm surprised. It surprised me today. I want to know what the secret mission is, too. I don't think I ever done this. Whoa. Hold on, so we got 2 stories. We ain't done. Not just yet, Overlords.
Hearts of the South, eyes of the North, fingertips of the West, heels of the East. Gather holding the winds, scatter sweeping the rains. Bakudo number 58. Kyakushi Tsuijaku! 31, 64, 83, 97. Okay, I've located them. East 332, North 1566. They're at the Sokioku.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. Go and locate all captains and lieutenants and communicate to them what's happening. Go and tell them everything that we've managed to learn so far about Aizen, and that includes his location. Also, we'll provide the same information to the Ryoka.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm counting on you. I must do all that I can to save the lives of Captain Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Hinamori.
Black and white net. 22nd bridge, 66th crown and cincture. Footprints, distant thunder, sharp arrow, rotating land, cover of night, sea of clouds, pale soldiery. Fill the great circle and charge to the heavens. Bakudo number 77. Tente Kura. Acquisition successful. All captains, lieutenants, and proxy assistant captains of all 13 court guard squads. And all Ryoka. This is Isane Kotetsu, Lieutenant of Squad 4. This is an urgent message from Captain Retsu Unohana of Squad 4 and from myself. What I'm about to tell you is the complete truth.
What's the truth? Lay it on us.
No. Aizen?
You heard her. What do you think, old man Yama? I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't do this.
Now, why we fight?
The captain, he couldn't have lost.
But he told me he wouldn't hurt Momo.
Yeah, my boy lied.
Impossible.
You have to accept
The
that.
captain has betrayed us?
Yes.
Konami!
Did you hear the news, Master Mayori?
Of course. I heard everything.
What should we do now?
This doesn't interest me.
Of course it wouldn't interest you. I don't think nothing ever really do.
What was that all about? Something about the 46 and hypnosis? I don't understand any of it. What's that got to do with us?
I didn't hear anything. Nothing at all.
The voice said she was from Squad 4. You haven't come into direct contact with Squad 4, so you probably couldn't attune to her spiritual pressure.
What? Captains killing captains? Well,
Pretty
frankly,
much.
that's their problem. Why bother telling us about it?
They must have thought it was important.
Huh?
Don't you understand, Ichigo? All right, look, let me explain. The Central 46 is the Sarate's supreme judicial body. They're in charge of interpreting rules and maintaining justice. This Captain Eisen wanted the other Soul Reapers to think that the orders that they were obeying came from the Council itself, when they were really obeying him. So what does he want?
An execution?
Right. The date of Rukia's execution was moved forward when we got here. That was suspicious. We should have realized something was up then. But this message makes everything crystal clear. It's apparent that this Captain Eisen wants
Is a
Rukia
snake.
dead, and won't stop until she is.
Rukia.
All right. Be reaching the end. I thought that was gonna be the last episode, but no, I was wrong. We probably finna have to fight Eisen.
What was that all about? What the... how is... We're on Sokyoku Hill.
Welcome, Renji.
The one and only.
Captain Eisen?
Leave Rukia Kuchiki here and just go.
Yeah, I don't know if he gonna do that.
I refuse. What? I said no. I will not. Captain Eisen.
I see.
Yeah, it's like that.
Wait, Keen. You're being so stubborn, Renji. If you won't give me Rukia, then I'm afraid I can't help you. But nevertheless, I'll let you have your way. Rukia may remain in your arms, but I'm afraid that the rest of you is going to have to go. Your defensive skills have improved noticeably, Renji. You've
Man, still
truly
trash.
grown. That pleases me. But all the same, you've chosen a very bad time to be persistent. It's a challenging situation. It's difficult to step on ants without crushing them. As your former captain, I still feel some protectiveness. I'd hate to see you die.
Really? Is that a fact? You'd hate to see me die? Then why?
Yes.
Why did you kill Momo?
Oh, so that earlier disruption of spiritual pressure was Tentekura. It must have been Isane. Momo's death was unavoidable. She just couldn't live without me, and she had already served her purpose. I killed
That
her
is
out
crazy.
of compassion. Don't you see that? But it was never my desire to kill her myself. That's why I tried to get Izuru and Toshiro to do the job for me. But unfortunately, that didn't work out the way I'd hoped it would. So, grudgingly, I took care of it.
Is that so? Izuru.
Man, this is
Momo,
evil.
you had them right there! Both of them in the palm of your hand!
And you, Renji.
Now I see. It's all clear. No way. No. You're not the Captain Eisen that I knew. Not anymore!
Sadly, I was never the Captain Eisen that you proclaimed to know. I'm
Facts.
afraid that person was merely an illusion, Renji. In fact, the Sosuke Eisen that you knew never even existed.
I don't know exactly what your game is, but you're definitely not getting your hands on Rukia now. Roar! Sabimaru!
Out of the three of
I mean, Renji, you running up ain't really finna solve anything. Like, you're Renji. Like, come on now. Like the Yamcha. A little bit better than Yamcha.
I was sure.
Renji!
Even from the very first time that I met you three, I felt sure that I could use you. That's the reason why I decided to have you assigned to Squad 5 when I had the chance after you became members of the Court Guard. I made the two useful ones subordinates of Geen and myself, and sent you, the problem child of the bunch, to another company.
The problem child.
It appears that my instinct was correct. For the last time, leave Rukia Kuchiki and go.
Please! Captain Aizen! Oh...
No! I won't give her to you. No way. I'm not leaving her. You bastard!
I see. That's unfortunate.
He's gonna want that.
Hey, what are you kneeling down for?
This should have started playing my boy theme.
I thought I'd give you a hand, Renji.
Is that the end of this episode? It is the end of this episode. I think in the next one we most likely fight Aizen. That makes sense. I think in this video we should get the Soul Society arc out the way. To be honest.
Ichigo, I'm sorry that you had to come to our aid.
It's been real long. It's been about like
well,
3-4 hours for this,
from just
this
carrying
arc
Rukia
itself.
around. Was running away too much for you, Renji?
Huh? Oh yeah? Well, you look like you could use a nice nap yourself. Maybe you ought to go and curl up in a comfy blanket somewhere. Nice and quiet.
What did you say? Are you for real? Is this the thanks I get?
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Like, bro,
Are
you pull it
deaf?
up talking
I was
crazy.
trying to
Like, come
thank
on
you,
now.
but you...
So sorry. I didn't want to be ill-mannered and intrude, so I let that boy in.
That's all right. Just another ant to step on. It makes no difference whatsoever.
Is that Aizen?
Yeah.
Tell me, can you run right now, Renji?
I can, but I won't.
Now look.
I have a plan. Sabimoto may be broken, but he still has a few surprises left in him. I am going to fight. You know just as well as I do. I mean, there's no point at all in trying to run away. Listen, I'm not saying we can beat them, but maybe we can stun them. And in the end,
y'all not even
walk out of
beating
here
them.
with some pride left.
Okay, sure. Well, all right. I guess that we're a team then.
Defeat Aizen. Okay. We find him when he was still a teacher, so let's see.
I can only use this one time. But
This
if
man
it
has a
works,
whole nine-piece.
it will
Okay.
create an opening. Captain Aizen is very powerful. You'll only have an instant, and a brief one at that. So don't miss it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you like this?
I'm coming now.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet.
I got no awakened wounds.
You're good at this, huh?
Try to keep up.
This man fading out of existence.
Fast enough yet?
Predictable. I'm not done yet. Cut your part.
Come here. Caught him. Kept him with an ultimate. Yo, I knew something was gonna happen. Cause I'm like, this man got 9 health bars.
There.
And we only got 2. Still the most disrespectful moment in anime history, bro. For real, like, caught his sword with 2 fingers.
You should be in 2 pieces right
And
now.
stopped his theme
I must
song.
have miscalculated.
No. No! Where did he go? No.
Ichigo. Renji. I can't move.
Now, get up, Rukia Kuchiki. Oh, I see. You've been weakened thanks to the impact of my spiritual pressure.
Ichigo.
Poor thing, he's still conscious. Your will to live exceeds your skills, but it's working against you now. I wouldn't push myself too hard, though. Your backbone is the only thing holding the 2 halves of you together right now. Struggle all you want, but you're never going to be able to make it to your feet. It's not a matter of will. It's structurally impossible. But look at the bright side. You got farther than I expected. Now just rest quietly for a while. Your part in all this is over.
My part?
Yeah, Ichigo. At this moment, you was practically trash. Like, you was nowhere near on Aizen level. Even deep into the series. Bro still couldn't beat him. I was able to get it done in 150 seconds. It's crazy. Still cold. I think it's gonna be 2 more in the story. I could be wrong. It keep opening up new paths.
My part?
Yes, I was fully aware that you would be coming. I even knew from where. I knew you would arrive in West Rukon District. That's the reason why I posted surveillance there. I lowered the wall around the Serete right after your arrival. And additionally, placed squads 3 and 9 behind the gate.
Bro
Then I
knew the
had
whole
Gein drive
story,
you
the
2
whole
away
plot.
personally. Because the wall had been moved down, and with the captains roaming around there, behind it, I knew that Kukaku Shiba's Flower Crane Cannon would be your only way in. I will say your arrival was spectacular, and your group outwitted and outfought even the captains. Every single Soul Reaper in the whole Serete was occupied with looking for you. Yes, the entire situation was very exciting and engaging. Thanks to the distraction that you provided, even the murder of a captain received little attention. You made things easy for me.
But hold on.
Bro just for real life disrespected you, and he
How
broke
did you
down
know
his
that
whole
we'd
plan.
arrive in West Rukon District?
That's completely obvious. It had to be there. West Rukon District is Kisuke Urahara's base of operations.
Oh, so that's
The
what we
only
doing
place
now?
you could enter using a Senkaimon that he created was West Rukon District.
What?
That surprises you? Really? You work for him, don't you?
But he don't know
Didn't you
nothing
come
about
to
him.
recapture Rukia Kuchiki on orders given by Kisuke Urahara?
What are you?
Oh, I see. Then that means you haven't been told. Ah, well. I suppose I can tell you now that it's all over. To start with, are you aware that Soul Reapers have 4 basic combat methods? They are Zanjutsu, Hakuda, Ho-Ho, and finally Kido. Each of these disciplines requires that the user have a certain level of power, but in attempting to master any particular one of those methods, one eventually runs into a wall that's determined by one's potential. At that point, improvement comes to a full stop. All Soul Reapers have these limits, it's unavoidable, but the question becomes, is it possible to break through the walls one encounters? It is, but only by one means. The solution is called hollowification. The hollowification of a Soul Reaper, the Soul Reaperification of hollows. By removing the barrier between these two opposing life forms, new heights of power and ability can be achieved. This isn't a new theory by any means. It's been around for quite a while. I focused my efforts on hollows, and eventually I was able to send out a number of hollows with powers very much like those that are possessed by Soul Reapers. Hollows that could turn off their spiritual pressure and make Sanpokto disappear just by touching them. Hollows that could fuse with Soul Reapers. But none of them could be truly considered a new kind of being. There were others who delved into this field, but they were hindered by ignorance and
This
the
man
limitations
Aizen
of their
just
ethics.
monologuing.
In the end,
Bro, until
no
his
one was
whole plan is
successful
still
at it.
executed.
That is, not until Kisuke Urahara. Working outside the Soul Society's scientific community, he created a substance that could remove the barrier between Hollows and Soul Reapers in an instant. It was called Hogyoku. It was very dangerous. At least he seemed to think so, because before long, he tried to destroy it. However, it was to no avail. To Kisuke's dismay, he soon discovered that he was not able to eliminate his creation. And so, reluctantly, he did what he had to do. At that point, Kisuke placed a protective shell around the Hogyoku. By doing so, he was able to implant it deep within a person's konpaku. Now, do you understand? The hiding place that he ended up choosing was you, Rukia Kuchiki.
What?
By the time that I'd become aware of this secret, you'd already gone missing somewhere in the world of the living. But instinctively, I knew that Kisuke Urahara was behind it. I can think of no one else who would have the capability to create an untraceable Gigai. So then, do you finally understand the truth now? He wasn't trying to help you. He was turning you into a human to conceal the whereabouts of the Hogyoku. Luckily, the situation didn't last long. It was only a few months later that you were discovered in the world of the living. And immediately,
Aizen!
My boy popped up out the blue.
It's been a long time since I was able to set eyes on your face. Tell me, what brought about the change, Sajin?
Why, you... How dare you grin at me like that, Aizen? You betrayed, misled, and deceived us all. But now you're going to pay for that. So will you, Kaname. Explain yourselves if you can. Or is there no good explanation? I'm sorry, Kaname. Kai!
You know, I didn't even know he used his Bankai on Aizen.
What? Aizen is still standing next to
And it didn't
Kaname?
even work.
Hado number 90, Kurohitsugi.
He just sliced him up. That's tough. You pulled up to die.
They're both captain class. How could they be so unequal in strength?
Because Aizen was the
Kyoko
different breed.
Suigetsu's
Rose
complete
above the
hypnosis
captains.
is flawless. Even if you know it's coming, you can't prepare. It's impossible to evade.
A level 90 Aisho Haki? Now that's scary. But I have to ask, when did you achieve that?
No, it was a failure. I couldn't even summon a third of its normal destructive capability. Hado in the 90s are rather unwieldy. Well then, I'm sorry. Now, where did we leave off? Oh yes, Rukia Kuchiki. The moment when you were discovered in the world of the living, the very first thing I did was to eliminate the Council of 46.
What?
Isane probably told you something to the effect of, Sosuke Aizen faked his own death and disappeared, and then he plotted and carried out the murder of the Council of 46.
Pretty much.
But that isn't the way it really happened. After you had been located, I killed the members of the Council, and then I placed a spell on the Central Underground Assembly Hall. That way, I made it appear as if the Council members were alive and were simply in session. Even if someone were to enter the chamber, they wouldn't see anything unusual. But then, if they didn't have the Council's permission in the first place, no captain would even be attempting to go there anyway. Then after that, the three of us hid ourselves inside the underground assembly hall. From there, we issued orders as though we were the Council of 46, with no one on the outside being any the wiser.
Bro is literally
To
breaking
ensure
down the
that you
whole
were
plot
captured and
of the
returned,
Soul Society
we
arc.
dispatched your brother and Renji. In order to
I can
dissolve
really
your
say
Konpaku
the
and
substitute
extract the
arc too.
Hogyoku that had been hidden inside of you, the plan that I put together was to execute you with the Sogyoku. But we were cognizant of the fact that your Ryoka friends might very well make an attempt to rescue you. If the execution failed because of such an attempt or for some other reason, I needed to have a backup plan at the ready. And what I found is this.
No!
The secret.
What's the secret? Man's gonna say the secret, but ain't gonna say the secret. Now you did all that monologue, you might as well.
Amazing. Something as small as this. The Hogyoku.
I forgot it
The
sure
Konpaku
did come
itself
from
is
her.
undamaged. Amazing technology. Unfortunately, you are no longer needed. Kill her, Gin.
All right, then. Shoot him dead, Shinzo.
My boy Byakuya came through.
Byakuya, why? Why did you? Why? Byakuya! Byakuya! Byakuya!
Ah, there's a face I haven't seen for a while.
Ooh. Oh, that's tough. Even though y'all still couldn't do nothing against him. Yeah,
Don't move.
this most
You
definitely
twitch so much
refreshing my
as a
memory.
finger, and you lose your head.
I see.
Don't move.
My apologies, Captain Aizen. I got caught.
Captain Tosin.
And it's over.
What?
Can't you see? Take a good look around. You're completely surrounded.
Aizen.
Captain Aizen!
It's over, Aizen.
It's really not.
What is it? What's so funny, Aizen?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's time.
Soiphone, get back!
I think this the part where he slicked his hair back with no grease.
I wouldn't have minded being your prisoner a while longer. Bye-bye, Kongiku. I'm sorry.
You know, that's actually why. I didn't know that he said that all the way back then. So that was a foreshadow already.
He's rising! You can't escape! Stop! That light goes by the name Negacion. It's something that the Menos Grande use in order to rescue each other. The moment that light envelops something, it's all over. They're in another world now. It's been taken out of our hands. There's simply nothing that we can do any longer. It's
So that's
the
why they never
reality that
attacked them.
anybody who's ever fought against the Menos Grande is well aware of. That from the moment at which the light came down, this was already over, and Aizen was beyond our reach even then. Kaname! Come down here, Kaname! Why? Why did you become a Soul Reaper? Wasn't it for the sake of your dead friend? Wasn't it so that you'd be able to uphold justice? Where is your sense of justice now?
Yeah,
Where has
bro
it
ain't really
gone?
serving justice. He said, fuck that justice.
I told you, Sajin. The path that I choose to follow is the one that's least soaked in blood. Justice is always there, and in fact, the path I walk is justice.
Chosen.
This is some fact that this
Join
man
forces with the
Tosin
Menos
traded
Grande,
on the Soul Reapers just to die by
why?
Aizen anyways.
To seek
It's
greater
like, what was the
heights.
purpose?
Have you fallen, Aizen?
Don't kid yourself, Ukitake. No one has ever stood atop the heavens before. Not you, nor I, nor the gods. But the unbearable vacancy of heaven's throne
No jail.
ends now.
Bro just slicks his hair back. He was a whole new person.
At the top.
Ain't no way.
It's time to
Like,
say
ain't no
goodbye,
way.
Soul Reapers. It's time to say goodbye, Ryoka boy.
Bro slicked his
You
hair
did
back
prove
and
to
got
be
the Superman
interesting.
curl.
At least for a human.
That was raw how they animated that portal. I think that was the first time we seen one in game, to be honest. Like, we've been seeing hollows, but we haven't seen them appear in like that. Not like how it was in the show. That cutscene, man. Try with these cutscenes. I can say that cutscene was at least
Captain Unohana,
15,
may I ask
16
you,
minutes.
how
Not
are
even a
Captain
battle.
Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Hinamori?
They're stable. Well, for now at least. But moving forward, the rest of it will have to be up to them. Kotetsu is going to continue with their treatment. Who's left?
Sir, there's still Captain Kuchiki and the Ryoka boy.
It looks to me like the Ryoka girl doesn't need our help at all.
I mean,
You were reckless,
well, the
Captain
He-Man was
Kuchiki.
pretty strong at this time.
Urukia Kuchiki, come here, please.
But to be honest,
Captain Kuchiki is
Unohana could
asking
have
for
really
you.
hopped in. She could have did something.
Rukia, are you there?
I'm right here, Byakuya.
Well, there's something that I want to tell you about.
Yeah, look who got the change of heart. Bro get beat one time, now he like his sister. Like, don't do that. We ain't finna cap like that. You know, damn well you was just trying to execute her this whole arc.
It was on a spring morning about 50 years ago when I lost my wife.
My man's had a wife? He sure did.
Was Hisana.
Because I think that was her little sister.
Hisana passed from the world of the living and was sent to the Rukon district along with her sister. It was difficult for her to survive there while also having to provide care for her sibling, so she decided to run away. Hisana never forgave herself for what she did. After becoming my wife, she continued to search for her sister almost every day over the course of the next 5 years.
5 years is insane.
Before she passed, she spoke to me and said, "Please keep looking for my sister. And when you find her, use your power to protect her." I did just that, and continued to look for Hisana's sister. I managed to find her just a year later, and soon after, brought her into the Kuchiki clan. Per Hisana's dying wish, I kept Hisana's relation to her secret, and never revealed it to my sister-in-law.
You had a sister-in-law? Well, if you're talking about Rukia, then yeah.
That person is you, Rukia. When I brought you and Hisana into the Kuchiki clan, I broke the law against mixing the blood of a noble family with the blood from one of ignoble birth, not once, but twice. That is the reason why, after I took you in, I made an oath while standing at the graves of my parents. I vowed that I would never again break the law. I swore from that moment on, I would always uphold it, whatever it might cost to do so. When you were condemned to execution, I was left adrift, not knowing what I should do. Should I honor the oath that I made to my parents, or should I remain true to the promise I made to Hisana? I asked myself, what was I to do?
A real tough choice. Go with your girlfriend choice or go with your
Ichigo
parents
Kurosaki,
choice?
I thank you. Rukia, I'm sorry.
I mean, after this, he did start acting different towards her. It was well needed because bro was just
Yes,
he was on
it's
BS
finished.
with her for no reason.
They let me use their sewing room. I made these. I tried to remember what everyone was wearing when we got here. Well, what do you think, Chad?
The pattern.
Chad had one fight in this whole arc, and he lost.
I added my own touch.
Like,
this one's
this
for you,
man don't
Orihime.
ever get a dub. And when he did get a dub, it was about a lower rank of spotted. Like,
you think so?
I ain't even gonna count that.
I made this too.
Still try.
It's for Rukia to wear back in the world of the living. It's like the dress she used to wear before.
Who do you? You know, I think that you might be better at making clothes than fighting.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna show this to Rukia.
So did they just let Rukia off the hook? I think they did.
All right, who's next? What's the matter, huh? None of you cowards wants any of this?
All
Bro,
right, fine.
You try.
Tell you what, I'll spar with you.
I'll admit, you've got guts. You sure? You just finished convalescing, and I won't hold back.
Well, so did you. But I wasn't convalescing. I was injured, not sick.
Hey! Good morning, Captain. Well, well. You're looking pretty good, Ichigo.
What is man
Have your
Kakashi
wounds
been
healed up?
Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I'm fully...
You are, huh? I'm glad to hear it.
Now you want to fight.
This means that now I can fight you without holding back. Hey, come back here, boy!
No way! Forget it! I'm never fighting you again!
What? You won't get away!
Just as rowdy as ever, I see.
Especially ever since that Ichigo showed up on the scene. Oh well. Better rowdy than boring, I suppose.
Listen, why exactly are you here with us? What about Captain Komamura?
Well, to tell you the truth, the fact of it is, our captain wants to be left alone for a little while.
Like, bro going through it right now. His best friend just traded on him. He trying to figure it out.
Nameless friend of Konami, tell me, just what would you have said to stop him?
Oh.
Captain Komamura, if I may ask you something. Will Captain Tosin ever come back?
Undoubtedly. And when he does, we'll knock the cobwebs from his head.
We gonna see about that. You know, that rematch gonna come up soon. Technically, he ain't even a rematch because y'all didn't even fight yet, so.
I wouldn't have
first
minded
battle.
being your prisoner a while longer. I'm sorry.
Stupid man. Ugh, how I hate you.
Stop lying, you did not hate that man.
So stupid.
What is?
Ah! You scared me.
There's someone here to see you, Rangiku.
Isavu.
Rangiku.
Are you hungry? Want some soba buns?
Momo.
Momo.
It's the simple fact that they thought she died. Like, y'all had the best healers in the society. Literally, in the Soul Society, y'all had the best healers. Y'all had Unohane, and y'all had Orihime. It was no way she was gonna die.
What's wrong, Orihime?
She's gone! I can't find Rukia anywhere in the Seirei.
I'm sure that you must be wondering why I'm still alive now.
Not at all. Well, if you were dead, then who would I have around to compete with, huh? Captain,
Renji!
Just shut up!
Huh?
Listen, what do you want? Come on! I was about to say something heartfelt here.
Oh, sorry. Do you happen to know where Rukia is?
Huh? What? Wait, did something happen to her?
Well, if you don't know anything...
Come on, Ichigo! You really shouldn't enter the hospital rooms of people that you don't know.
Hey, Orihime. Well, I mean, I guess I kinda know him. Sorry. Renji, Byakuya. See ya.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have bothered you.
Huh? What was that all about? Is everything all right, Captain?
It's just that, is he really going to continue doing that? Is he actually going to keep calling me by my first name?
I mean, pretty much he is.
Ichigo, don't you think that maybe we should have asked someone else about Rukia?
Nah, if Renji doesn't know where she is, Rangiku and the others probably don't either. You already searched the Seirei, right? Well then, there's only one other place that she can be. Hey, I knew you'd be here.
Ichigo, Orihime.
Looks like you're all done. let's go. They're gonna open the gate to the world of the living tomorrow. You're still not feeling well. That much is clear. You should rest up for tomorrow.
Yes, I will, but first, there's something that I have to tell you. I've decided that I'm going to stay here.
Okay, that's good.
What?
I mean, you know, I guess if that's what you want. Look, if you really want to stay here, then I think that you should stay.
What it's gonna be, Rukia?
I remember it now. I know the reason why I wanted to save you so badly.
This is the official Senkaimon. Of course, we installed a Reishi Henkanki just for you. Ichigo, this is for you.
Jushiro, what is it?
Well, Rukia, take care.
I will. Chad,
Y'all
Hideo,
going back to the world of the
Orihime,
living.
Take care, guys.
And it's a simple fact.
I almost forgot.
Right after this,
Uryu made
we
this
just
for
get
you.
into a war arc. Like, come on.
You have to wear it, okay?
Huh? Sure.
I'll see ya, Rukia.
Yeah. Thank you, Ichigo.
That's my line. Thanks, Rukia. Because of you, the rain is over. It's finally stopped.
Which means this arc finally stopped. Because, man, a good 4 hours. Oh, okay. Cutscene a little clean, okay. And we are going to end it off right there, Overlord. So when we get into the next gameplay, we will be in the Waco Mundo arc. For the Soul Society arc, like I said, it was long. It was one of the longest arcs in Bleach, so I was already expecting it to be long in game. But man, the cutscenes just make it 10 times longer. I think in this past hour, I think I only had like 2 matches in total, which is actually crazy. Like 2 matches out of the whole hour is insane. Like the rest of it was just cutscenes. So we're gonna see how the next arc is. Hopefully it's not too long, but it's most likely will be. So yeah, man, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that post bell notification. If y'all want me to play any of y'all favorite video games, you can either hit me up on Instagram and leave a comment in the YouTube's tab down below. Like I always say, Overlords, we go.